Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight, we have the incumbent president, Donald Trump, seeking a second term, facing off against the minority leader in the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi from the state of California. And we have polling from Election Day. As of now, we have President Trump with 231 electoral votes, lean or safe, to Nancy Pelosi's 207, lean or safe. And now the popular vote is dead heat with 49% for both candidates. And now, here are the poll closings, 7 p.m., 1 a.m., going from East Coast to West Coast. And now we have the first poll closing at 7 p.m. Eastern. No surprise, the home state of Mike Pence has been projected to be won by President Trump. State of Kentucky has been projected to be won by President Trump, 8 electoral votes. The state of South Carolina, its 9 electoral votes have been projected to be won by President Trump. Vermont, its 3 electoral votes, no surprise, has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. Georgia, it's too close to call with President Trump in the lead. 16 electoral votes that could become vital later on. And now another key battleground. Virginia, it's 13 electoral votes, too close to call. Nancy Pelosi having a lead 51 to 48. Now we have the current electoral map. President Trump having a lead 28 to 3. Now we have the 7 p.m. poll closings. Three states closing its polls. State of West Virginia, the only state we can project as of now, has been projected to be won by President Trump, 5 electoral votes, no surprise. And now the state of North Carolina, too close to call, with President Trump having a 52 to 48 lead. The state of Ohio, another key battleground going for President Trump in the last election cycle. 18 electoral votes, too close to call, with President Trump in the lead. Now with the addition of West Virginia, 33 to 3 electoral votes in favor of President Trump. Now the 8 p.m. poll closings. State of Missouri, its 10 electoral votes have been projected to be won by President Trump. Alabama, no surprise, President Trump. Mississippi, another hold, has been projected to be won by President Trump. Oklahoma has gone to President Trump. Tennessee, its 11 electoral votes have been projected to be won by Donald Trump. And the state of New Jersey has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. Connecticut has gone to Nancy Pelosi. Along with Massachusetts, gone for Nancy Pelosi. And now Maine, 3 electoral votes are only being able to be projected as they split their electoral votes by congressional district. So we can only project that so that 3 out of its 4 electoral votes in Maine are going for Nancy Pelosi. Now the state of Rhode Island has gone to Nancy Pelosi, no surprise. All of these are holds. District of Columbia has gone to Nancy Pelosi. Maryland, a very liberal state in the Union, has gone to Nancy Pelosi. Illinois, its 20 electoral votes, has gone to Nancy Pelosi. Delaware has gone to Nancy Pelosi as well, no surprise. And now Pennsylvania, going for President Trump last time, is too close to call. It's 20 electoral votes with Nancy Pelosi in the lead, 58 to 41. Now always a key battleground in every election. State of Florida, it's 29 electoral votes is too close to call, 51 to 47. The state of New Hampshire is too close to call with President Trump in the lead. And now the 1 congressional district in Maine, its 1 electoral vote are too close to call with President Trump in the lead. And now we have the current electoral map. Nancy Pelosi has taken the lead 78 to 76, while 116 are too close or too early to call. And now we have 1 state closing its polls at 8:30. The state of Arkansas has 6 electoral votes, no surprise, are projected to be won by President Trump. Now with the addition of Arkansas, usually took in the lead, 82 to 78. And now we have another huge batch of poll closings along with 8 p.m. The 9 p.m. poll closings. The state of New York, its 29 electoral votes are projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. No surprise. New Mexico, its 5 electoral votes are projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. Minnesota, its 10 electoral votes have been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. North Dakota, its 3 electoral votes have been projected to be won by President Trump. South Dakota, 3 electoral votes for President Trump. Nebraska, the second state that splits its votes by congressional district, we are only able to project 4 out of its 5 electoral votes because the one Omaha congressional district is too close to call. So we can only project 4 out of the 5 electoral votes in the state of Nebraska. State of Texas, it's 38 electoral votes. The second biggest state in the union has been projected to be won by President Trump. All of these, no surprise. Along with the state of Kansas, we're hitting the red wall here now. President Trump has won the state of Kansas. It's 6 electoral votes. The state of Wyoming has been projected to be won by President Trump. Louisiana, it's 9 electoral votes have been projected to be won by President Trump. Now the current electoral map. President Trump has a 147 and 122 lead. And now we have a projection now at 937. Adding to the electoral vote, President Trump has been projected to be the winner in Georgia. 16 electoral votes is a hold from 2016. And now with the addition of Georgia, it is 167 electoral votes for President Trump compared to Nancy Pelosi's 122. And now the 10 p.m. poll closing, 4 states closing its polls. The state of Utah at 6 electoral votes, no surprise, has been projected to be won by President Trump. The state of Montana, no surprise, once again, has been projected to be won by President Trump, 3 electoral votes. And now Iowa, it's 6 electoral votes, are too close to call with Nancy Pelosi in an early lead. Nevada, too close to call with Nancy Pelosi in the lead. And now the current electoral map, President Trump having 172 electoral votes to Nancy Pelosi's 119. And now we have a projection now at 1017. The state of North Carolina, 15 electoral votes. A very early call compared to 2016 has been projected to be won by President Trump. 15 electoral votes, a battleground state, is now in the Trump column. Now with the addition of North Carolina, is 187 to 119 electoral votes in favor of President Trump. Now we have the 11 p.m. poll closings. Her home state of California has been won. She has won the state of California. Nancy Pelosi, it's 55 electoral votes. The biggest state in the union has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi, along with Oregon and its 7 electoral votes has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. Now Washington State, the state of Washington has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. And the state of Hawaii, 4 electoral votes have been projected to be won by Ms. Pelosi. The state of Idaho, 4 electoral votes, no surprise, has been projected to be won by President Trump. Now we have the current electoral map. President Trump has lost his lead, but now Nancy Pelosi has it with 197 electoral votes to President Trump's 191. 144 are either too close or too early to call. And now we have projection at 11:08 p.m. The state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes. When it closes polls at 10 p.m., it is now being able to be projected for President Trump, 6 electoral votes. And now the 1 electoral vote in Nebraska has been projected to be won by President Trump. Sorry for the graphic there, it's a glitch. But now the state of Nevada, 6 electoral votes have been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. And now with the addition of those states, Nancy Pelosi still has her lead. 203 electoral votes. She's broken the 200 barrier to President Trump's 198. 131 are too early or too close to call. And now we have projections from states at 11:47 p.m. Eastern. The state of Colorado, it's 9 electoral votes, another hold from 2016. Nancy Pelosi has won the state of Colorado. And the state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes have been projected to be won by President Trump. Another hold from 2016. And now with the addition of those states, Nancy Pelosi has a 212 to 209 lead. This is getting really close with only a few states left to be called. And now we have more states being projected at 11:49 p.m. The state of Virginia, 13 electoral votes, a big prize electoral-wise, has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. A key battleground that both candidates were trying to win has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi, 13 electoral votes, a hold from 2016. And now the state of Ohio, another key battleground, 18 electoral votes have been projected to be won by President Trump, another state that both campaigns were fighting for, but has now been projected to be won by President Trump, 18 electoral votes. Now with the addition of those states, President Trump has now a lead, 227 to 225 electoral votes. He now has a lead. And now we have projections from states at 12:47 a.m. The state of New Hampshire has been held by the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi. 4 electoral votes has been projected to be won by Nancy Pelosi. And now, the 1 congressional district in Maine has been projected to be won by President Trump. Its 1 congressional district has now voted for President Trump, meaning that 3 electoral votes from Maine have gone to Nancy Pelosi and 1 has gone to President Trump. This can be vital later on in the night. Nancy Pelosi now has her lead once again, 232 to 228. And now we have a major projection at 12:49 a.m. The state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes. A shocker has gone to President Trump. No one expected this, even though it went in 2016. He has won the state of Wisconsin. With the addition of Wisconsin, he has taken the lead, 232 electoral votes to President Trump's 238. And now the last state closing its polls in the state of Alaska, 3 electoral votes, no surprise, has been projected to be won by President Trump, adding to his electoral vote. He has 241 electoral votes to Nancy Pelosi's 232. And now we have a major projection at 11:17 a.m. The state of Michigan has been flipped back to the Democrats. Nancy Pelosi has won the state of Michigan with 100% reporting. She has won the state of Michigan and 16 electoral votes. With the addition of Michigan, it's flipped from 2016. It is now 248 electoral votes to 241 for Nancy Pelosi. And now we have a major projection from the state of Pennsylvania. His 20 electoral votes have been projected to be held by President Trump. 100% reporting, he is the projected winner in Pennsylvania. It's 20 electoral votes. This now means that the state of Florida will decide this election, as President Trump has 261 electoral votes to Nancy Pelosi's 248. And now we have a projection for the presidency of the United States. The winner of Florida will win the presidency of the United States at 4:37 a.m. And the state of Florida, 100% reporting. This is very close. But the state of Florida has been projected to be won by President Trump. He has held its 29 electoral votes, and he is the winner in that state. This now means that President Trump has reached over the 270 barrier needed to be reelected, which means that he has been reelected the 46th president of the United States. And now, please subscribe to my channel so that I can continue making these election videos, along with other election predictions, along with mock election nights, and many more things in the future. Thank you.